One of the most remote and mysterious places on Earth lies hidden in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. A tiny island nation, barely a speck on the map, Nauru. With a history that ranges from immense wealth to environmental devastation, this tiny island nation is as fascinating as it is forgotten. Join me as we journey to this remote outpost, exploring its unique landscapes, its turbulent past, and the challenges it faces today. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible and eye-opening stories from around the globe. Nauru is an island nation like no other, a unique gem in the vast Pacific Ocean, a place where the familiar rhythms of life are subtly yet profoundly different from what you might expect. One of the most striking facts about this tiny nation is that it doesn't have a recognized capital city, a rarity in the modern world. Yaren, a district nestled on the southern coast, is often considered the de facto capital, though it lacks the official designation. It's here you'll find the heartbeat of the nation, the Parliament House, where crucial decisions are made that shape the future of Nauru. The foreign embassies representing Nauru's connection to the wider world are also located in Yaren, making it a hub of international diplomacy. And the island's only international airport, a lifeline to the outside world, is situated here, facilitating travel and trade. But Yaren, despite its administrative importance, doesn't claim the mantle of a capital, reflecting Nauru's distinctive approach to governance. It's a testament to Nauru's unique character, a place where tradition and pragmatism intertwine seamlessly, creating a society that is both resilient and adaptable. Another aspect that sets Nauru apart from most other countries is its complete lack of a military. In a world often defined by conflict and defense, Nauru stands as a beacon of peace, a testament to the power of diplomacy and cooperation. Given the island's tiny size and remote location, maintaining an armed force would be impractical and incredibly costly. Instead, Nauru has forged a security agreement with Australia, its larger neighbour to the south. This pact ensures the island's protection while allowing Nauru to allocate its resources to pressing domestic needs. It's a remarkable example of how even the smallest of nations can navigate the complexities of geopolitics through strategic alliances and a commitment to peaceful coexistence. Nauru is not just remote, it's also one of the least visited countries on the planet. With its small population and limited infrastructure, it remains a mystery to many. Tucked away in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, this tiny island nation remains largely off the beaten track, a hidden gem known only to a select few. Its isolation has preserved its natural beauty and unique culture. Despite being surrounded by beautiful tropical landscapes and clear blue waters, the island sees only about 200 visitors each year. This low number of tourists helps maintain the pristine condition of its beaches and marine life. This isolation, while adding to Nauru's mystique, also presents significant challenges. The lack of frequent visitors means limited economic opportunities for the locals. Limited tourism infrastructure and infrequent air connections make reaching this remote destination a logistical feat. Flights are rare and accommodations are few, making it a destination for only the most determined travelers. But for those intrepid travelers seeking adventure off the grid, Nauru offers a rare opportunity to experience a world untouched by mass tourism, a place where the pace of life is slow and the welcome is warm. Here, visitors can immerse themselves in the local culture and enjoy the serene beauty of an unspoiled paradise. Chapter 4: A Silent Epidemic, the Obesity Crisis. Behind the idyllic facade of swaying palm trees and pristine beaches, Nauru faces a significant public health crisis. The island has one of the highest obesity rates in the world, a silent epidemic affecting a staggering proportion of its population. Around 80% of the island's residents are overweight and nearly 40% suffer from diabetes, a debilitating condition linked to obesity and unhealthy lifestyles. This crisis is a complex issue rooted in a combination of factors, including limited access to fresh produce, a reliance on imported processed foods, and a sedentary lifestyle. Addressing this challenge is paramount for the well-being of Nauru's people and the future of this island nation. From riches to rags the phosphate, boom and bust, It might be hard to believe now looking at its present state, but Nauru was once the richest country in the world on a per capita basis. This unexpected wealth came from a seemingly unlikely source: phosphate. In the 1970s, the island's vast deposits of this valuable mineral used in fertilizers generated enormous wealth for the nation. The Nauruan people, once subsistence farmers and fishermen, were suddenly catapulted into an era of unprecedented prosperity. Money flowed freely, and the standard of living soared. However, this period of opulence was short-lived. A drive around paradise. Nauru's 30 kilometers road. Nauru is incredibly small, so much so that you could drive around the entire island in just over an hour. The island has only 30 kilometers of paved roads, forming a single loop around its perimeter. This coastal road, known as the Island Ring Road, offers a scenic route to explore Nauru's limited but captivating landscape. As you drive along this solitary road, you'll pass by traditional Nauruan houses, remnants of the island's phosphate mining past, and breathtaking ocean views. The short length of the road network highlights Nauru's diminutive size and reinforces the sense of isolation that pervades this remote island nation. Nauru's wealth came at a heavy cost. The extensive mining of phosphate devastated the island's environment. The once lush tropical landscape was stripped bare, leaving behind a scarred and barren interior. The mining process removed most of the island's fertile soil, making it unsuitable for agriculture. Large areas of Nauru are now covered in jagged limestone pinnacles, a stark reminder of the island's exploited past. The environmental degradation has had a profound impact on the island's ecosystem, leading to a loss of biodiversity and making it difficult to grow food locally. Chapter 8. A capital without a city. As we've already explored, Nauru is unique in that it doesn't have a designated capital city. Yaren, the de facto administrative center, houses the country's parliament, court, and most of the government offices. However, it lacks the typical characteristics of a capital city. There's no bustling city center, no grand avenues lined with government buildings, and no clear demarcation separating Yaren from the rest of the island. This unusual situation reflects Nauru's small size and its history. The island's focus on phosphate mining meant that infrastructure development was concentrated around the mining areas rather than on establishing a central urban hub. Chapter 9. A controversial asylum, the Nauru Regional Processing Center. In recent years, Nauru has made headlines for hosting a controversial detention center for asylum seekers. This small island nation in the Pacific Ocean has become a focal point in the global debate over immigration and human rights. Established in 2001 as part of an agreement with Australia, the Nauru Regional Processing Centre has been a subject of intense scrutiny and criticism. The agreement was part of Australia's Pacific Solution, aimed at deterring asylum seekers from reaching its shores. The centre, which houses asylum seekers who attempt to reach Australia by boat, has been condemned by human rights groups for its harsh conditions, inadequate medical care, and the detrimental impact on the mental health of detainees. Reports have highlighted instances of self-harm and suicide attempts among the detainees. The Nauru government maintains that the centre is necessary to deter people smuggling and protect Australia's borders. They argue that the policy is essential for maintaining national security and preventing dangerous sea voyages. However, the ethics and humanitarian consequences of this offshore processing policy continue to be debated. Critics argue that the policy violates international human rights standards and fails to provide adequate protection for vulnerable individuals seeking asylum. Chapter 10. An Uncertain Future, Navigating Economic Collapse. The collapse of Nauru's phosphate industry marked the beginning of a long economic decline for the island. As the phosphate reserves ran out, the country's wealth quickly disappeared, leaving behind a legacy of economic hardship. The Nauruan government has struggled to find alternative sources of income, and the island is heavily reliant on foreign aid. The lack of economic opportunities has led to high unemployment and a sense of despair among some Nauruans. The island nation faces an uphill battle to rebuild its economy, diversify its income streams, and create a sustainable future for its people. What surprised you most about Nauru's story? Have you ever heard of or considered visiting this remote island? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Nauru's fascinating past and uncertain future, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more incredible stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.